Are you ready?
This is my moment.
Ready for a half hour of joy?
That's my bag. You ate all your cookies.
Even in life's challenges? Hold on.
We're gonna bust out here.
We're spreading smiles in a wagon and running the court with confidence.
Hey, good one. Hey, good one.
Yeah, that's a good one, Thomas.
You can find it after a loss,
This is what she would have loved.
and there's even world record-setting joy in an Iowa movie theater. We're focused on joy in the face of life's challenges. This is Iowa.
KCCI presents a celebration of the people who make our state special. This is Iowa.
Life's challenges are inevitable. Whether it's a medical diagnosis, money problems, or the loss of a loved one, life can throw you a lot of curveballs. But plenty of Iowans are also proof you can find joy, even in the midst of those challenges. Like in Newton, where we found a big game and even bigger hearts. Any athlete will tell you
Let's go get our uniforms on.
nerves flutter on game day,
The Cardinals on its way.
especially when new shoes are ready for their debut
You are set for the big game.
and first-time stars spot themselves on the team poster.
33.
33, that's right, that's you.
Big game.
Yeah, today.
High school gyms get plenty of action, but nothing
What's our team name?
Yeah.
The Black Jaguars.
like this,
All right, guys, here we go. I'm so nervous.
because this
All right, here we go.
is the big game,
Hey, buddy.
and Sam can't wait.
This is my moment. A big moment.
The Newton senior has been practicing for weeks,
Ooh, boing, boing.
preparing for the crowds now filing in to see him.
I have Down syndrome that make me to have extra chromosome.
And all of his classmates who don't normally get this kind of day in the spotlight.
You know, school doesn't come easy for them. Life doesn't come easy for them.
Exactly why moms in the stands are already emotional during warm-ups.
It's everything you would see on a typical Friday night in our gym. It's just electric.
Fueled by the pep band, Newton's cheerleaders,
Let's get fired up!
and a packed student section screaming in unison for their classmates
Go, 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 go.
running out of the same inflatable Cardinal varsity teams do.
1, 2, 3, go!
Only here, the volume is louder. 5 seconds after Thomas grabbed the opening tip, everyone knew the referees were going to be lenient, and not every fast break would fall. But then, Sienna banked one in, drawing high fives, cheers, and fuel for Sam, who dribbled under his leg and blew the roof off the gym. Sam's big moment. And buckets kept dropping. Everyone in the packed gym could see the confidence grow with each trip down the court. But when Alex's underhanded three fell, pure joy flowed from the student section's handmade signs to the second graders packed in the corner, and every adult who'd left work at noon to support these students.
Because they're getting their moment just like every other student does.
Which is exactly why Newton teachers started the big game 15 years ago. A lesson in love for everyone.
The crowd is probably just as important as the baskets that the kids make.
By the time Thomas broke down the court, with the crowd sensing what was coming next, confidence was flowing, and his peer partner made sure Thomas understood it was all for him.
I told you you're gonna get another one.
Hey, good one. Hey, good one.
Yeah, that's a good one, Thomas.
Even players who rarely speak felt it. After a timeout, Cameron grabbed a hold of his teammate's hand, walked onto the court, and just dribbled. To his mom, that was a massive victory.
10, 11 years ago when Cameron was 4 or 5, when he started kindergarten, he couldn't even walk past a gym because the noises were too much for him. And today he was smiling at all the kids yelling for him, and I'm just sitting in the stands crying.
Just like everyone was when, late in the fourth quarter, Sienna dribbled beyond the three-point line, took a deep breath, and hoisted it.
You cry. The amount of pride you have for what they just accomplished, you can't describe it. You can't describe it.
But parents say, even better, classmates rush the court.
These typical kids in the high school, they see these kids.
Making sure her boy, the one who rarely speaks, felt the love.
It's just amazing to see as a parent, to see all of these kids come together and watch these kids that sometimes aren't seen.
It's just, like I said, it's undescribable what you feel as a parent, and then to see the community come around the kids like they do.
Thomas's breakaway bucket was not Aaron Russell's highlight. It was the look on his boy's face.
His eyes just light up and he loves it.
And how his classmates were truly celebrating him.
And the tears started. So it's been an amazing day.
Other diagnoses can be heavy.
Initially, they had said 6 to 18 months.
Some Iowans are spreading joy even after losing the loved one.
I was thinking about the movie, If You Build It, They Will Come.
Visit the Living Memorial, helping other families needing a deep breath. And hold on.
And we're off.
Your summer road trip's a piece of cake compared to the pilgrimage Tom and his mules are on. This is Iowa. It's easy to set your cruise control and speed out of the state at 70 miles an hour. But sometimes life's challenges slow everything down. Like the journey that started in southern Iowa way back on Mother's Day and still hasn't reached its destination. But no one seems to mind. Even in the corners of our state, hours from the nearest metro, highways stay busy with trucks, traffic, and tractors. Which is why when something else takes over the shoulder, Iowans on their way to work will stop, stare, and snap pictures of the two drivers.
That's my bag. You ate all your cookies.
Chit-chatting about snacks, crisscrossing this state they've now been in for 2 weeks.
It's so clean. Look at your ditches. They're clean. You know, we go through some states and there's trash everywhere.
Everywhere.
But you look here, you don't even see any paper.
That's Tom Nass talking.
Sometimes if you want to get a word in, you got to wait till I take a breath.
Beside the guy holding the reins, Carlos Ford.
They want to go every morning.
A southerner who had no plans to spend today in Pocahontas County or anywhere else they've been seeing at 3.5 miles an hour.
He told me he wanted to go on this ride, and he said, hey, you want to go with me? And I said, why not?
The better question might actually be, why? Because crossing our state in a wagon from Lamoni near the Missouri border all the way up to Minnesota and beyond takes weeks when you travel only 20 miles a day. The answer is up there over the horizon. Tom's mom, Ann Strand.
They had no idea where they were going, except they were going north.
90 years ago, she made this same trip along this same route with her parents when she was only 3.
Covered wagon, 3 children, dirt road.
Lamoni was too expensive for their family. They needed cheap land.
My grandfather had a 1927 Model T, and he traded it for 2 mules and a wagon. He had $66 when they got ready to leave.
On a 6-week trek to build a new life. Tom's heard stories it wasn't easy.
I mean, they endured storms, tornado, mules got away.
But family legends sink in differently.
Pouring rain out, we're in the tent. This barely got in here before it started pouring.
When you're the one stuck in a downpour.
Here we are, going downtown Lamona, Iowa.
Cruising Main Street behind mules.
We're not quite used to sitting on the ground, but we're sleeping on the ground. A little stiff this morning.
Or rising with the sun to hitch up the team.
This one is Gypsy, this one is Fancy, and that one's Dolly.
Just like those who came before did, right here with mules.
They get excited.
90 years ago. So every morning from Mother's Day to 4th of July.
We're all cleaned up and ready to go.
They've started in a farmyard or park.
We're gonna bust out of here. You better get in. We're fixing to go.
And held on.
All right, step up. Step up. Stay up. Quit. All right, let's go.
Because Gypsy, Fancy, and Dolly want to go north.
And we're off.
As badly as Tom does.
Here we go on our 11th day out.
Because the guy who just retired has a mom who turns 93 in a few weeks. And he's determined to pull into the birthday party up in Minnesota the same way she first got there, in a covered wagon.
And I'm at the point in my life where I've just put the brakes on. So whatever happens, happens. If we're broke down someplace for 2 weeks, so be it. We're not on no schedule. If I don't get there by her birthday, she's just gonna have to understand.
And it could take a while, because Tom doesn't know any strangers.
You know, if someone wants to stop and talk, I just stop. We're in Kellerton, Iowa, and we found this woman to give us some water.
Along the way,
Here we are, we're with the sheriff of Guthrie County.
they've met Iowans.
I'm Chris Bloss. I farm a mile west of here.
Soaked in their family stories.
My great-grandparents owned a section of land there.
And experienced our state.
We're with Chuck, the local pastor of the church. He's going to
I've met so many nice people in this state. From the time we got into this state, it's unbelievable how nice the people are.
I mean, everybody has a story.
Including him, the guy who's spending 7 weeks in a wagon with his dog and a buddy behind 3 mules to better appreciate his mom.
Yeah, I think about it every day.
3.5 miles an hour is slow enough to meet hundreds of locals.
I need to call the sheriff.
And share thousands of their stories. While letting it sink in. The nearly 93-year-old waiting over that horizon wasn't just telling stories. She lived them.
Oh yeah, what a journey they went through. I mean, not even knowing where they're going. You know, they never been there.
And now her boy has lived them too.
I just love it. I just love it.
We all need a recharge. But Michelle and Gary?
Nothing but birds and farm machinery.
They're unplugging because of the generosity of a family who is in their shoes.
If this place in any way can help anybody in the tiniest little thing, we're all in.
Bo Bowman sharing the joy found in the quiet of a sanctuary next. This is Iowa.
Get a little exercise here.
A tranquil stroll through nature is something Michelle Bolton and her fiance Gary treasure.
I love the warm temperatures.
Yep.
And in their case, a breath of fresh air is just what the doctor ordered.
Initially, they had said 6 to 18 months.
Living with stage 4 lung cancer means time is running out on their walks through this Warren County field. But this wide open landscape is where they find peace.
She was so positive, though.
It's the same land where Beth Johnston's daughter, Jessie, found her strength, too. Diagnosed with glioblastoma in 2019, Jessie moved in with her husband's family and originally planned to live in the house they were building next to her in-laws. But Jessie never saw her dream home.
It was December when she passed, and I think just the foundation was done at that time.
The house was left unfinished. Jesse's husband no longer had the desire to move their family into the home that was supposed to be theirs.
There was nothing that she couldn't tackle except cancer.
Jesse's in-laws cry those same tears.
They poured the foundation.
A painful hole left on their acreage, cemented in grief.
Then nothing happened.
Land without purpose.
And at one point we talked about burying the foundation and putting flowers on it.
But Minu and Rick Spellerberg built the house anyway.
I was thinking about the movie, If You Build It, They Will Come.
And when the walls went up, hope blossomed again, providing new strength for new life in Jesse's name.
If this place in any way can help anybody in the tiniest little thing, we're all in.
The Jesse J Sanctuary was finally complete. Minu and Rick taking the home that would have housed their son, daughter-in-law, and grandsons, and offering it to families also battling cancer.
They can come down here for a few days, have friends, family members, enjoy the scenery and nature, and gain strength from it.
Taking in the beauty of the Iowa horizon, rolling hills seeded with tall, waving grass, an untouched prairie full of hope.
And I can't think of a better way. I mean, everything that goes on here kind of screams, this is Jessie. This is what she would have loved, and this is what she would, if she was still alive, she would have loved to be a part of.
Minu and Rick don't accept a penny.
It's for families, it's not just for Iowa, anybody who may need a place.
New memories in these rooms is all the payment they need. That and the hope that it may help others through the difficult time they too endured.
We really feel like there's a niche for people to do this, and what a great spot.
Jessie's soul is never far, reaching her arms across the fields, smothering those like Michelle and Gary with support, and opening her home to complete strangers.
I grieve the loss that they have.
It's a place to just kind of relax and just kind of forget about things for a few days. All the responsibilities of that I have, around the house and my job, and just concentrate on Michelle.
Those little walks around the trails offer the much-needed respite for those whose journey is closer to the end than it is the beginning. Inspired by beauty.
Nothing but birds and farm machinery.
Mm-hmm.
Touched by the generosity. Michelle and Gary say they won't soon forget the support from Rick, Minu, and Beth. And no one who stays at the sanctuary will forget Jessie J.
She would have loved it.
That was Bo Bowman. Our last stop finding joy in unusual places takes us back to Newton for a fitting This Is Iowa follow-up.
Thank you.
How the pig on the square is now a world record holder in the actual book. This is Iowa. Since we're focusing on joy across our state, we thought it'd be fitting to update a This Is Iowa story we first brought you 5 years ago, when a different kind of joy was moving into the town square. On Newton's town square, there's drama under the dilapidated awning. Construction crews have been ripping apart the century-old theater for months.
Part of the discovery were these moldings.
Blending ornate history with leathered comfort.
There isn't a bad seat in the house.
But one day before opening,
It's incredible. I mean, I am so excited.
everyone was on edge because the theater's drama queen
It's joy.
had just pulled up.
Today's your day. Yes, it is. Should we get your dress on? Huh?
Ready to inspect her silver-screened palace. After a quick potty break at the tree out front.
Somebody has a picture of me holding her dress up as she goes potty.
Joy Mini Pig has been a feature at Newton's Theater since the Bleakers bought it 6 years ago and didn't want to leave their pet at home all day.
All right, Joy. What do you think? Come on.
But Joy hadn't stepped hoof inside
This is your new place.
since renovation started. Her new office, overlooking the square, passed the smell test. And within minutes,
Play your horn. Again. Good girl.
Joy was posing for construction workers,
How about more of the piano?
performing the act Newton moviegoers drool over,
Get the green one. There you go.
and sprawling out on her new purple daybed.
She's very much a diva. Very much. Yes, you are, aren't you?
Satisfied the new stuffed animals for sale next to the Twizzlers looked enough like her, because this pig
She has become like a local celebrity.
put this theater on the map,
They were coming from Chicago, North Carolina, Minnesota.
even back when the theater was rough.
I said we had 4D experience. We had water coming from it. It was ridiculous.
But that was 5 years ago.
She's 11 years old now.
Joy's Capital II Theater just got its second upgrade. And the star?
Well, she's still a diva. I mean, she will still give me attitude.
And now it's earned. Because like her window to the square now reads, she is a Guinness World Record title owner.
She has the most tricks in a minute by a pig. Can you take it off?
A few years ago, she showed off her growing list of talents.
Put it back on. Thank you. 2 men from London flew over, and they had 2 photographers from Chicago come over, and they spent 10 hours with us doing a photo shoot.
Capturing Newton's diva in her element and her tutu, while everyone else wore a smile.
I'll catch myself smiling behind the concession stand because it does warm my heart seeing how much she touched people's lives.
And proving even our state's most unlikely characters can spread joy. Newton's tutu-wearing pig has a lot of company spreading joy across our state, from the big game across town to the sanctuary providing relief to families who need it, and the wagon ride that is still underway, making people smile in every town they roll through. You can find a lot of joy across our state if you just look for it. I'm Eric Hansen. This is Iowa.